An interview was conducted with Dr. Lee Berger, Senior Research Fellow at James Cook University, Australia. Dr. Berger specialises in BD and is one of the leading experts within the discipline. I would like to thank Dr. Berger for her time and help with this interview. BD is a relatively new, emerging fungal infectious disease. How was the disease first identified within wild amphibian species?
BD was first identified in Queensland, Australia with the disappearance of upland frogs. Populations of certain species such as frogs were crashing. Epidemiological analysis of the spreading pattern of declines and mortality led to the conclusion that the Queensland rainforest has had a recently introduced infectious disease. Examination of the frogs and reporting the findings in scientific journals led to BD identification.
How does the fungus infect amphibians and eventually lead to death?
The flagellated zoospores swim through water and invade the outer layers of skin. They disrupt ion channels, and then frogs lose electrolytes and die from cardiac arrest.
Globally, where is the disease most prevalent?
BD has spread globally, with millions of frogs dying in Australia, the Americas and Europe after invasion since the 1970s. It has caused extinctions in Australia, Central and South America.
How have humans contributed to the global spread of BD?
Most likely, it has spread through the trade in frogs such as bullfrogs for meat, African clawed frogs for pregnancy testing trade, or through accidental spread when frogs stow away on produce.
Although it remains unclear, how has the transmission of the pathogen and environmental susceptibility been altered by global climate change?
There is no evidence that climate change has caused the emergence of this disease. Like most widespread wildlife epidemics, such as myxomatosis in rabbits or white nose syndrome in bats, the cause is simply the arrival of the pathogen in naive populations.
Using genetic analysis, has it been established where the pathogen seemed to have originated from?
It's been difficult to sort out molecular epidemiology, but localised endemic strains have been found in Asia and Africa. Based on old museum samples, it's been present in Asia and Africa for at least 100 years and has not caused declines in this country, hence they're suspected to be at the origins.
The global panzootic lineage, BDGPL, appears to be the most pathogenic of all BD lineages. Why is this?
Virulence is not well understood. A lot of current work is on understanding why some strains are more pathogenic than others.
Amphibians are the most threatened vertebrate class on the planet, ultimately undergoing a biodiversity crisis. To what extent do you believe that BD is contributing towards this decline?
BD is by far the largest cause. The overwhelming majority of extinctions and declines have been caused by this disease alone. In a global review, these were previously caused enigmatic declines, but have since been attributed to BD. Some researchers have been slow to accept the cause so simple, but the controversy has almost gone.
What are the options for treatment and control of BD?
Human antifungal treatments work in captive frogs. However, improving survival in wild frogs is difficult, and there is a lot of research currently on this issue.
What factors influence emerging infectious diseases which affect ecosystems, food security and biodiversity, such as BD?
Big question. Some factors are globalisation, altered habitat and behaviour, and wildlife trade allowing mixing of pathogens and host.
What are the next steps in BD research?
Improving survival of frogs in the wild, such as habitat manipulation, bioaugmentation, selection for resistance, and also understanding the origin and its spread.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.